Now, in order to gain a deeper knowledge into dietetic prescribing, we searched literature from 6 databases we see here and restricted the search between January 2003 and March 2013. Search terms included a broad catchment in order not to eliminate relevant literature that did not fall specifically in the dietetic domain. Hand searches were also conducted in Google to extend the search to include a greater number of dietetic-specific literature to answer the PICO research questions. Investigators defined eligibility before searching using the PICO framework. All articles that were eligible for inclusion followed a 3-step exclusion process. The first exclusion excluded articles based on title or relevance to topic, written in a non-English language and/or no full text availability. The second exclusion excluded articles based on abstract irrelevance. The final exclusion excluded potential full text based on the PICO irrelevance. Now, this left us with 24 references that were relevant to the questions we were asking for our literature review. Here we outline our PICO questions. Now, we did take a broad scope when finding literature, and most of it came from Canada, the UK, New Zealand, or Australia. However, there were limitations. Our primary limitation was the lack of evidence-based literature available on prescribing and the evaluation of national prescribing regulation models. Now, this is because it is a fairly new area within the dietetics and allied health professions. As a result, the literature review largely relied on opinion-based articles and government frameworks, which consistently limited and compromised the validity of the results. Other significant limitations and difficulties were found during this literature review and included the vague and inconsistent definition of the term prescription, which contributed to searching difficulties and limited literature search results. Secondly, the regulation of non-medical prescribing is disjointed and often involves a vast number of stakeholders, which forced the investigators to link gaps and make assumptions of the current national and international regulation models. But in spite of this, there is still much to be valued and carefully considered from the current non-medical prescribing systems and frameworks, especially in the UK, for the development of non-medical prescribing models and regulation in Australia.